Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope your day is going well. So Aina made a very important cap for his Nottingham Forest side against Braga yesterday in the UEFA Europa League, playing extensively up to 69th minutes before being removed. And it's just so good to see the man come back again and playing regular football. So it's a very big news for very good news, big good news for Nottingham Forest and also for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Speaking of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, it seems that you know we have a the boys are going to really rest from international duty because right now we don't really have any engagements in the coming future. But CAF has moved on to announce the dates for the start of the qualifiers for the next Nations Cup, which is going to come up in June of 2027. So for that qualifier series, it's going to start by September, according to CAF's new calendar right now, from the 21st to 30th. That's when it's going to start, and then the next window, that's a match day 1 and 2. Then the next window, match day 3 and 4, will be from October 1st to 6th, and then 5 and 6 will be November 9th and 11th, and that will wrap up the qualifier series of the 2027 Nations Cup. Let's move a little closer to home right now with the team. Of course, I did let you know that Coach Eric Shaw is back in the country and is currently negotiating his contract or his future with the NFF. And of course, we've not really heard anything about what has transpired, but I'm sure that that is going to be coming out to the public very, very soon. But talk about the team and how they perform in this Nations Cup that was just concluded. Sunday Luce, of course, has been dropping some bombshells, uh, talking about, things like that he blamed Victor Osimhen as being one of the guy that actually, brought our morale down and made us to miss out on the AFCON. But aside from that, he has also now blasted the NFF for what's it called, for protesting the FIFA qualification match against DR Congo. Of course, back in I think November we played against DR Congo and we were knocked out in on penalties. But then after that, the NFF uh, found they did their research and then found that DR Congo were featuring a couple of stars who were not supposed to play, a couple of foreign stars who did not do their clearances appropriately, and they filed, that complaint to FIFA requesting that FIFA should look into it. And right now we are still waiting for the results or for the decision of FIFA concerning that. And even right now, we expect FIFA to give us a verdict next month. That's the gist that's coming out right now. By February, FIFA will tell us what they have decided about the issue. But Sunday Luce, in one of his latest statements, is not particularly impressed by the Super Eagles or by the NFF, protesting and writing against DR Congo to try and see how they can overturn that opportunity and give it to Nigeria. He said that that is something that brings shame to the team. He said uh, we had our chance to win the battle on the pitch. We blew it up, and then now we are trying to appeal to get to get the favor. He said that is something that makes a lot other country to laugh at us and and mock us. He said that's not the problem that we should be focusing on right now. He said the real issue is the NFF itself. That there's a lot of work needs to be done with the NFF, and instead of settling down and allowing what has happened, allowing DR Congo to go and just focus on how to really uh, restructure, reform the NFF and make it uh, credible, something of a credible organization. DR Congo and I was trying to get the favor from FIFA. But the real issue lies with the federation, and instead of us taking our time and working on the federation and trying to see how we can get things done, things better, in the future, we are focusing on the DR Congo incident. And by doing so, he believes that we are in denial of what the real problem is, and we are now focusing on something that is not the problem. And by so doing, we are even disgracing ourselves, trying to fight for favor when we don't truly deserve it, because he believes that when we lost on the pitch, we should have allowed it to go like that. There's no need to be doing all these court issues, paperwork here and there. But this is his own words. Said, we failed to qualify for the World Cup on the pitch where it actually matters. Instead of looking in the mirror and taking responsibility, we see this we see this desperate protest to FIFA against the DR Congo. Have we not realized what is happening here? Since the announcement of this protest, the conversation has shifted. Many are no longer pointing fingers at those truly responsible for our failure, the NFF. Instead, they are cursing DR Congo. That is what Oliseh said. Of course, we all know that Oliseh is someone that doesn't shy away from saying what needs to be said. Doesn't shy away from saying the hard, difficult things that most ex-internationals will not come out to say, because I don't know, they are afraid of raising dust. They're afraid of maybe getting in the bad side or bad books of some top people there. But that's why I always say this. I would always, have respect for Sunday Oliseh for always coming out to say these difficult things. Yes, he has criticisms. Yes, a lot of people do not agree with what he says. I personally, I don't agree with most of the things that he says, but you can't help but understand or try to see the angle that he's coming from, even though it's not something that, will sound good and sweet. But I think, he might have a point in terms of the NFF working on themselves, and we're trying to see how we can get it, get the federation better. But I also do not agree with the aspect of not pushing for the case, or not pushing the case and trying to see how we can get a resolution on that one. I think yes, even though we lost on the pitch, as far as the opportunity presented itself, that DR Congo might have violated the rule by fielding ineligible players, I think we have to also exploit that opportunity. For me, there's no shame in that whatsoever. If an opponent decides to break the rule and bring in people that don't have um, certification or credentials to future, if they make that kind of mistake and bring those people in, why not? I mean, it's very very uh, credible and understandable. It's even manly to pursue this kind of opportunity. So I don't think there's any disgrace or any like we're letting ourselves down by pursuing that case. No, people will say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, if next month, being February, FIFA comes out and announces that, uh, hey, DR Congo cheated, they fielded ineligible players, therefore they've now been disqualified, and the qualification has been given to Nigeria. The same Sunday Lucy that has been blasting the NFL for pushing it, I'm sure that he's also going to watch us at the World Cup. He will watch us at the World Cup, So yeah, we need to run the organization in a more modern, in a more credible way. That is definitely how we should be. But I also believe that NFF are not entirely wrong in in the actions that they've taken. And obviously, filing against DR Congo is not one of those actions that I want to sit here and blame them for it. But we'll see what happens in February when FIFA decide to, let us know our stand on that one.